Hello everybody, it is Skull Queen and welcome back to a new video. I am very excited because today we are finishing the entrance for Blood Drop, and dare I say this might be the best entrance that I've ever created in this game. I just love all of the new 2.0 items. They really do add to a city themed island. There's just so many more options that we have. Here I am beginning with the construction zone corner of the entrance. You can see that I started with placing a lot of dirt on the ground, and then I'm kind of lining the edges with these fences. However, I didn't want it to be just solid fencing on all sides, so I did break it up with these safety barriers, and you'll see on this left side, I also break it up by adding one of the retro transportation stops, and I absolutely love the dimension that that gives. Now that we had most of the perimeter lined, it's time to start with some custom designs, and I absolutely love these help blood smears. I really wish I was able to use these on the road custom design, but we cannot layer, unfortunately. Thankfully though, we can add designs on the dirt, so I am going to try to include some dirt patches more often on this island, just because I do want to be able to utilize these zombie custom codes as well as the blood smear custom codes just a little bit more. But again, with this new 2.0 update, we have so many new construction items. I absolutely loved just placing these all around this area. There was really no rhyme or reason, and I had absolutely no plan going into this build. I just kind of placed things where I thought they might look good, and you'll see me tear things down and rearrange them plenty of times. Here in this top corner though, I wanted to mimic that one corner of my mood board. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below. But I did create a mood board for the island, and I had one corner that I was really fond of, and it included that shed as well as another transportation stop. So that's what I did over there. And here I am, of course, rearranging a million times. I really do like these stadium lights though in the red customization. It looks really good at night, and I had to include those just a couple of times in this area. And here I am just, again, rearranging, all trial and error, but the end result is so good. So I promise being patient will be worth it. Now, this area was a lot smaller than I thought it was initially, so I had a hard time trying to make everything fit and stagger out the different heights of the items. Also, this right side was just looking a little bit too crowded to me. I don't know, it was just irking me. There was something off about it. So you'll see that I actually end up going back there and expanding it just a couple of spaces. Once I did that, it just looked a lot better. I think it was just a little bit too cluttered on that side. And I really wanted to add one of these excavators. I think they're a really cool item, so I swapped that out. And here I am just adding more custom designs, more finishing items. And again, this right side was just a little bit too cluttered, and I couldn't figure out how to close it off without completely closing it off, if that makes any sense. The fences were a little bit too high, so I got this fencing out, and I think it does end up working. I love this new fence, by the way. I think it looks really industrial and cool. But here I am, like I said, just extending the dirt a little bit, and that gave me a couple more spaces to work with, which I really do think made the difference. It's crazy what a couple of spaces will do, honestly. But I re-added the fence, and then I was way happier with it, and now we are moving on to some more of the finishing details. I love love the new wheat fields that we have. They make everything look really overgrown. I don't know if I'm gonna be using them on the street, but you'll see that I do place them around. And on top of this cliff, I wanted to include a giant vine just because it does add some height. However, not having any custom codes underneath it was just bugging me. I don't know what it is, but underneath every giant vine or decayed tree, I have to have some kind of custom code. So I even went all the way into the custom design portal just to download a code to put under the giant vine. So if that's not dedication, then I don't really know what is. How are you guys doing, by the way? I know that I've been extremely stressed out lately with house hunting and starting a new job. It's just been a lot. So I'm so thankful that I have this community as an outlet, and everyone that I talk to is so kind. So I just want to say thank you and remind you to take care of yourself, and things will get better, I promise. Okay, after going around and adding some random wheat fields and weeds, I also added some flowers right there. We are finally done with this little construction zone, and I am astonished at how good it looks. I think I might even continue this whole construction theme down onto the beach because I think that'd be pretty cute and a nice way to take up some beach space. But that is it for this little area, so let's move on to this gas station. And you know what? This might actually be my favorite build of the whole entrance. The gas station design was from Tropikitch on Instagram. I will link her profile down below, but she has these amazing instructions on how to create these faux buildings, and they look so realistic. I cannot get over it. And you know what? I don't even know if I prefer these buildings or the other ones. It might even be this one. I don't know. You guys have to tell me. But you can see that I'm adding these cliffs, and we will start adding some bookshelves to represent some walls, and I'll pop back in once it's time to explain what I'm doing. This build is really all about simple panels and bookshelves, and with the right layering, it's amazing at how realistic these buildings can come out. Here I am placing brick custom code on the bottom, but it really isn't even necessary because I end up completely covering it, which you'll see later. These fuel custom codes I will leave down below, but I actually got them from Tiger here on YouTube. I believe she had somebody commission these for her, and I love how they look because they are on the darker side. So I of course had to download them, and these broken window custom codes are top tier, and nobody can convince me otherwise, so don't even try. But here we are placing some more of the bookshelves to represent the walls, and up here at the top I really struggled. I kind of wanted to do one of these stage flame machines. However, I knew that the top of this building would be visible when walking on the road back there, so I really wanted to fill in this roof, and I tried using the storefronts and the retro transportation stops. Nothing was fitting exactly, so I just filled it in with a bunch of bookshelves, and I think the effect was really pulled off. It looks realistic, and from all angles, it truly does look like a building to me. So Tropikitch, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you're not, but on the off chance that you might be, thank you so much for this building design. It truly is a game changer, and again, I'll be linking her Instagram down below. But now that we have the building created, it's time to go ahead and tear down this unnecessary terraforming right back here and fill in the rest of the road with this amazing design. Now the true fun is about to begin because this is my favorite part of any build. Here I am just admiring how the building looks, and I'm placing a retro transportation stop here on the left side. But on this right side, I really didn't have as much room as I initially thought I did. So I wanted to have 2 rows of gas pumps with a vehicle in the middle. But as you can see, with the very narrow space that I have to work with, there's just no way that that was possible. So I just started staggering the gas pumps as best I could. And we do end up placing 1 vehicle in this build. Again, I wanted to place some more, but you have to do what you can in this game. love how you can place custom codes on these mini cars. So of course I had to go with some bloody hands. How do you not in a zombie dystopia? And here I am trying to make a luxury car fit in a space where it's just absolutely impossible. So after trying for about 5 minutes unsuccessfully, I went ahead and moved it over to the side. And I just love all of these new trash items that we have to work with. I have never been able to use any of these construction items or industrial items because my last island was magical and witchy. So it's just really fun to be able to use items that I've never even really owned in this game. It's just really letting my creative juices flow and I'm loving it. I can't wait to see where this island takes us. I have so many build ideas that I want to do and I just don't even know if I'm going to have enough room for them all. But here I am placing some more of the industrial paint cans and such around the builds. And I really do think that once the left and right sides are expanded, these are just going to look so immersive and realistic. Right now it is kind of jarring because we do have just grass on either side, but I can just tell the more we build, the more amazing it's going to look. So I'm just so excited. Let me know if you guys have any build ideas that you'd like to see on this island. I'm totally open to suggestions. But as a final finishing touch, we just have a couple of the mini cars being placed as well as the manhole covers. And unfortunately, I thought about this after I was done filming, but I went back and added some of the leaf campfires sprinkled around just to make it look like the ground was on fire. So you'll see that in the final walkthrough. And I think I am just gonna have this DA saved in early dusk or in the middle of the night because it just looks so good. And here we are for the final walkthrough. I of course had to time travel, so it was very early morning. And here we have our dystopian gas station, which is meant to look abandoned and broken into. I absolutely love how this building came out. I can't even believe that it's Animal Crossing. How is this done with just simple panels and bookshelves? But here we go to the construction zone. Again, I absolutely love this center. And I really like how a lot of the construction items are illuminated. Here we have the abandoned grocery store and on the left side, an abandoned electronics store. So that is the entrance to Blood Drop. I hope you guys are enjoying the vibe so far. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!